What up, though, everybody? This Prophet Mahmoud, aka Said Watson, representing all the cast offs worldwide. Y'all know what a cast off is. A cast off is being who you are, even when it's unpopular. When your thoughts and what you stand for is different in the crowd, you are a cast off. And I always say, if we led with love and respect, the world will be a way better place. I got a lot of topics to talk about, but I'm on 3 live streams. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So as soon as y'all get the live chat, make sure y'all hit like and comment where y'all from. But I always say, man, I'm telling y'all, man, the devil works through people just like God works through people. This is unpopular, but I'm about to tell y'all something that's very unpopular. A lot of times, I don't know about women, but men, when men go through all this crazy mental stuff and be spazzing out, a lot of times, man, it's gonna get me blocked on Instagram. It's gonna get me blocked on Instagram, but I have to say it. A lot of times, men be fighting with their sexuality. I'm telling y'all, a lot of the craziness y'all see, especially in the industry, men be fighting with their sexuality. I'm dead serious. Whether it's from being touched when they was younger, and deal with all the like, who am I? Do I like boys or I like girls? Men be fighting with their sexuality, and that would drive you. That would drive you insane. Like when you putting this image or this facade, hoping people don't see the real issue within. And Kanye West really just came out in his song talking about how he was messing with his cousin and he was giving him head all the way up to his 14 years old. And me as a man, I never been messed with a man, but when you talk to kids, I deal with kids, and you like deal with kids who didn't killed a lot of people like when we kids. And a lot of times they don't know this, but the killerest kids you grow up with who be the super bloodthirsty people as teenagers in the front line, gang members who get off on killing, a lot of times they've been touched for real. And I know this new to y'all, and I know this is hard to hear, but a lot of times they be fighting with their sexuality, and so they be over tough, over crazy, so you don't see, like, you know what I'm saying, like, damn, I hope they don't like, or I ain't gonna never let this happen to me again, 'cause I got touched them boy. And so they be over crazy. And so we see Kanye spazzing out a little. I'm telling you, I knew it the whole time. And so it ain't a shock to most men. Like, Kanye came out the closet and said he was messing with his 14-year-old cousin and was sucking his penis when he was 14. You know what, man? I wasn't surprised one bit because I knew that's all it was, man. You fight with your sexuality, and that would drive you crazy. I'm dead serious. I know that's hard to hear, but that's what happens a lot of times. And that's what happens for real. And I believe that was Kanye West's problem the whole time. All that stuff that was just like, it'd be a cry out for real, man. And man, and then another one, like if you ever like them real over sexually hyper dudes, like I gotta get something, man. That'd be a cover up, man. That'd be like for real. That'd be outwardly to reflect. Like if we talking about basketball and the dude's just like, man, I need some vagina. Ooh, that girl gave me, man. Stop it, bro. Like it's a shield. Like, man, I hope they don't see who I really am. And when people, for example, right, it's this kid who a lot younger than me. He was fighting with his sexuality when he was younger. So he's burning houses down. He kept getting caught trying to do stuff with little cousins, kicked out this and always needed medicine. So when that boy got about 16, man, he came out the closet, right? And started wearing a wig. And the boy, it never been like he ain't never had no more mental. Like he ain't never had no more episodes. Never went to jail. I think he was going to jail because he was a thief. But like all that, like he's going to start stealing. But all the crazy stuff he was doing, it was over with because he freed himself when he came out the closet. And I think it's deeper than just when you fight with your manhood. It's fighting with a lot of stuff, right? So it's a dude from our neighborhood had killed a girl from our neighborhood, right? When we was kids. And dude just went crazy afterwards. He went crazy, hiding it, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of knew he did it, but he, you know what I'm saying, he concealed it, and he was just losing his mind, guilt eating him. And then he just started doing stupid stuff to go to jail. Finally, he came out and just turned himself. I did this. Dude can't. Dude, normal as hell now, bro. A lot of times, it don't be what we do to get us in trouble and drive ourselves crazy. It's the cover up that drive us crazy. Like, man, I hope they don't see that I did this. Now you putting lies on top of lies, and now you just can't rest. Man, if you just come out and live your truth, bro, man, it is freeing. Live your truth. Be who you are, even when it's unpopular, and it is so freeing. I'm telling you. And I ain't talking about the Kanye West stuff no more. I'm just talking about period, dude. A lot of people in church drive themselves crazy with this holier than thou facade, knowing you go home and jack off every night on porn, right? I would have tried to be funny today. I'm sorry. But no, we all got our own sins. But when we try to spray perfume on our BS and try to hide behind this image or the persona, it make us go crazy. And that's what happened. That's all it been. Kanye been fighting with his sexuality the whole time. Been fighting with our sexuality. He already changed the identity how like before Kanye West took over the culture, people looked at different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a more it was a different look. And then dudes started wearing the tightener clothes and the pink polos and the purses and the Louis Vuitton Don, all that. He changed the whole thing, but the whole thing he wanted to put his thing on the culture. I'm telling y'all, I've been seeing this. I've been seeing it. I've been seeing it, bro. I've been seeing it. Hip hop changed when Kanye West and Lil Wayne became the biggest artists. They became the biggest artists. Clothes got a little more tighter. Men like men started getting a little more like kissy huggy with the Birdman and Lil Wayne stuff. Like, it just became like, and now we see it today, like with men walking around with purses and stuff like that, and the tighter clothes than their girlfriend. And I'm telling you, it started with Kanye West. And he was putting what's really in him out in the culture, but had to, so if this ever come out, it won't. Because back then, when Kanye first came out, hip hop, our culture was real homophobic. You say you was gay or bisexual, anything like that, your career was over with. And I believe Kanye West was sprinkling it on a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, and our culture changed and changed and changed. And Lil Nas X came, and then it just became like this is the most acceptable. Like, if you say something about them, your career gonna be over, like Little Baby. And now the culture is where he wanted to be, and a lot of people wanted to be. That was an agenda. And now I could come out and say I was sucking my cousin penis at 14. Nobody cares. For real. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm telling y'all. I can't tell y'all about women. I never been a ladies' man. I never hung around women and stuff like that. I've been around a whole bunch of men my whole life, whether it's from being on Belmont with 100 gang members, killers, drug dealers, and robbers, whether it's playing basketball in the locker room with athletes, whether it's being in the county jail with 100 criminals. What I just like, and so men, and I always been a leader. People always will come to me knowing like I ain't no black, like they just I always been a leader, right? So when we was kids, all those super crazy kids doing all the killing when we teenagers, not no neighborhood you defended him or this dude kill. I'm talking about just the unnecessary killing. A lot of times they've been tampered with by an uncle coming home from prison or in a boy's home and all that stuff. And that was an outwardly image doing all that killing and over tough to hide the fact that they fight with their sexuality and manhood for real. And then everybody gets surprised when you see the same dude messing with a boy in jail. Nah, it was already in him for real. And I learned that like a lot of people be fighting with like a lot of mental. I knew it. Like Kanye West, he had it written all over him. So I am not surprised. All that stuff, all that outwardly stuff and extra homophobic stuff he was saying, man, you've been fighting with your sexuality, bro. That's all it was. I'm gonna tell you one thing I learned for real. People hate what they secretly are and secretly love. For example, right? The super gay basher. I hate FAGs and man, they be secretly gay for real. I'm dead serious. I done seen it too many times. Like the ones who always I hate bangs, I hate bangs. They the ones who be in jail messing with them. True story. Look at all the super pro black dudes. Think about this, right? The super pro black dudes. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm black of that black, and I'm black, y'all. Black man is king. Black man is God. Grand rising king, and burning incense and all. I don't say dreads. I say locks and grand. All this, right? 80% of them have white women. 80% of them have white women. Not saying there's nothing wrong with dating outside your race, but why is the super pro black people always married to a white woman? A lot of times they secretly love white people more than themselves, and they mad because white people reject them or don't accept them, so they over blacken and black, and then like they know they got a white woman fetish, so they over blacken like to overcompensate that you really like you really feel inferior a lot of times, and so they over black it. I'm dead serious. Ain't helping coach no black little kids, but all black, all this black, and all and say all this hateful stuff towards different races online, but secretly, not even secretly, they always like Kanye West, all this black man. When look who he married, bro. All them pro black dudes, look, I'm dead serious. And so all that stuff be overcompensating. I'm dead. It's a smoke screen. It's a smoke screen. For real. I know y'all probably disagree. I know y'all disagree. I know y'all disagree. But I'm telling y'all, watch who people always bash and who they so-called hate. They secretly love that. I'm telling you. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you from experience. I'm telling you. But nah, man, I wasn't shocked. And so my inbox, I had like 200, I had like 100 inboxes on Instagram, and that's why I'm discussing this right now. But no, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised. A lot of times, dudes be having them super mental issues, those breakdowns, and be super violent, be super unnecessary killing and all this. Man, a lot of times, I'm telling you, they be fighting with their sexuality. And Kanye West, that's all it was. So when he came out and said he was giving his cousin head at 14, I wasn't surprised one bit. True story. True story. Because think about it. Think about it. Think about our culture, the hip hop culture, before Kanye West and Lil Wayne became the biggest stars in the world. Men didn't look like that. And so he put his deep down secrets on the culture to make it acceptable. So when he came out the closet, it wouldn't be no big deal. If Kanye West would have said the exact same thing in 2003, it would be no more with Kanye West. It would be no more Kanye West. But made the purses cool, the little pants cool, and not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just saying, man, it is like all that. Like I'm telling you, when you hide in something, it would drive you crazy. It would drive you crazy. That's why it's better to put your flaws on Front Street. It's freeing. It's freeing. The truth is freeing. But when you hide that stuff, you gotta hide it with more lies and hoping they don't see it. Like now the guilt and like, damn, do they know? Is they looking at me funny? And somebody could say something, like people who always overreact and super thin skin. It's because they spraying perfume on the BS, all thin skin and touchy. Somebody could say something that got nothing to do with nothing with your problem. Be like, man, what you mean by that? Man, nobody ain't talking to you, but you hiding your sexuality. You hiding these 10 murders, or you hiding like for you hiding something. And so you like, damn, do they know? Man, what you mean by that? And you always thin skinned and touchy, man. I'm telling you, bro, that stuff real, bro. That's all Kanye problem was, bro. It wasn't nothing about. I'm telling you, it's all the man been gay, bro. That's all it is. Don't tell me you been. I only cause you know what, for real, I can't speak for everybody. I only could speak for young ghetto kids, people who go like in the ghetto kids. Man, 14 years old, you grown, bro. I'm dead serious. In my neighborhood, 14, you grown. You grown, my nigga. Like just me personally, like in our neighborhood, you like at 14, you like I ain't. But what I'm saying is like, if you sucking a man penis at 14, my nigga, Man, you know, come on, bro, stop it. Don't diss me with the like you got assaulted and you sucking your 16-year-old cousin when you 14. I can't speak for women. I'm speaking for men, and I'm not speaking for the suburbs, and I'm not even speaking for like different races. I'm talking about black boys in the ghetto at 14. If you sucking somebody penis and they 16, 17, man, you gay, bro. You ain't get forced to do nothing. Cause guess what? When man shot Timmy when he was 14 in the neighborhood, guess what? Man, they certified man as an adult, bro. We ain't see man for another 10 years. He got certified as adult. They ain't say you ain't know no better and nothing like that. Man came home as a man from the penitentiary, bro. Dead serious. So don't give me man, like you got, man, stop it, bro. Stop it. So I don't want to go that way. Like, oh man, man, come on, bro. And, man, my homeboy get mad every time I tell this story. But shit, man, I ain't gonna get in that. I don't get in that. But like in my neighborhood at 14, my nigga can't nobody like, man, you grown as hell, bro. You ain't if you 14 sucking a man penis at 16, man, that was a choice. That was a decision, bro. At 14. I was already man, I was already in high school at 14. But enough of that Kanye stuff, bro. Okay, so I made a video on YouTube. Y'all know who Wallo is? Y'all know who Wallo from $1 million worth of game is? Just hit me with a yes or no, because if y'all don't, I'll just skip right past the topic. But I made a YouTube video talking about y'all know who Wallo is? I'm on three different I think I'm pointing right here. I think this is Instagram. And I think this is Facebook and this is YouTube. YouTube always had the most people on there. I think no, not right now. I don't know, but anyway, it's a guy named Wallo from a podcast called $1 million worth of game. And he was saying that okay, yes on YouTube, yes on Instagram. So y'all know who Wallo is. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it, right? So Wallo was giving a speech and was saying, I ain't gotta support you just because you a black person with a business. I'm spending my money where the best business at and all that. I'm spending my paper with Louis Vuitton and Mercer. I ain't gotta spend it with you black nigga. Like, and I know a lot of y'all cheer that on. Y'all cheer, I feel you, Wallo, because y'all don't support black businesses anyway. So it's just a reason for y'all to be like, I get it. Because y'all just talk black and hate black people for real. Um, so I live in Lawrenceville, Georgia. For when I was in Atlanta, I lived in Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is a predominantly Mexican neighborhood, right? And so, and down the street is all Asians and Africans. So I deal with a lot of people from different cultures. I never have, coming up in Toledo, man, you don't see, well, I don't. I can't speak from Toledo. I don't know nothing about Toledo. I am a South Sider. I never went to school nowhere else. I never hung nowhere else, nothing. So I don't know nothing about Toledo. I just know about my neighborhood. But being from my neighborhood, you don't get the meet a lot of Africans and Asians and stuff like that. You get to run into a lot of Arabs because Arabs own all the stores in our community, and I got my shirts from Arabs. I did a lot of business with Arabs. But in Atlanta, I did a lot of business with Mexicans, Asians. Let me quit saying Africans because Africa is too broad of a term. Nigerians. Um, so I got to deal with different nationalities and stuff like that, different whatever that word is, ethnic. Man, I was a D student, so bear with me. And I got those D's because I played basketball, so I deserve an F. So I can't pronounce certain stuff. But anyway, when them businesses start off, their businesses is trash, just like our business, because you have no money, no investors, nothing. So you starting from the mud, bro. Mexicans be on the corner selling roses that's half dead, bro. They selling tacos with no lettuce. Terrible business. They selling t-shirts that's used. And the Mexicans who work and got money and all that, they go support that Mexican. They don't never say, I'm gonna go to Ray Ray and go to soul food and buy there. They patronize with them. Same thing. We Chinese people, the Asians, same thing. They not going to your black owned businesses. They gonna support their own until it's big, bro. Why do we hold black-owned businesses to the standard we don't hold nobody else? We go into the Asian store, they barely speak English, they don't even like you, they don't speak, no, but y'all still go back there and get y'all hair weave and wave brushes and lock gel and all that, while Pals is right here. The Asians don't even speak English, bro. And y'all go right back. But soon as it's a black-owned businesses, it got to be perfect. You make every excuse not to shop black. And that's what Wallo did. I spent my money. And the worst thing, like, this man is a multi-millionaire, bro, with millions of people watching him. And we know black people have a herd mentality and they join in. And so once he say that, now they going to be like, oh, man, I ain't supporting no black-owned business either. Because, like, niggas be weak. And so Wallo, right? Wallo did 20 years in prison for robberies, a whole bunch of robberies. I read his book. I'm a fan of Wallo. He inspired me, right? He a very inspirational dude and very influential. That's why I took it so personal with all this influence that you influence these people to say that. Wallo did 20 years for robberies, a whole bunch of robberies. He wasn't robbing drug dealers. He wasn't robbing banks. Now, this is the ignorant side of me. If you was robbing drug dealers and robbing blanks, I'd applaud you. I looked at you like Robin Hood. But you rob women, bro. You rob hard-working black people, bro. You snatch purses, you snatch chains, you stuck up Burger King with black people working there and all that. So you went to jail. Those without sin cast the first stone. So I'm not judging it. I got my own sins, my own flaws. I'm not knocking that, right? I'm not knocking that. But what I'm saying is you went to jail. You came home. I do shirts, so I know how hard it is to get quality material starting off. You were selling t-shirts. I do shirts, so I know how much. You were selling $3 t-shirts for $25. That's what you said. I read your book and all that, right? You think the black people who bought them shirts and helped you get on your feet bought it because they wanted it and it was good material and good merchandise? Absolutely not. They seen a black man fresh out the joint trying and they supported him. So that's who helped you. So now you on your feet and you cater to black people. Your listeners is black. And so now you get on your platform and I ain't gotta support you because you black. We supported you, nigga. Man, they taught black live white and think green. And all that black and pro-black, all that, it ain't nothing but a marketing strategy to get black dollars. You don't care about black people, and then you smack into our face. I ain't gotta support no business because we supported you, bro. And so why can't we support a business that's not professional and lesser quality? And especially if you got the game, be like, you know what, man, look, you should do it like this. This will help me get here, right there. Matter of fact, go 1,000, bro. Here, let me get up. I ain't telling y'all to get up, but this nigga's a millionaire. Let me get 1,000 of them shirts. You take that. Do not buy no food. Don't buy flipping and get better material. Do that, my nigga. Don't do that. Do that, bro. Instead of like that's lame, bro. Why don't unlame yourself, bro? I don't feel that, and I don't feel anybody who be cheering that stuff on, bro. Because I be telling people, man, I don't want to hear about how you hate Donald Trump and how you voted for that lady. Fuck is the girl name ran for president? Oh, word fast. I'm on my 7-day word fast. I don't supposed to be cussing. But but you would skip right past Powell Beauty Supply and go right to the Asians, bro. But you would talk all this pro-black stuff. Man, I don't feel that. That's the lamest, weakest stuff in the world. I don't feel that, bro. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. And ride right past the black-owned business to go to the people who barely speak English and don't even want you in their store for real. Man, stop it. Stop it, bro. We complain all the time how the gay European clothing designers don't want you wearing their stuff. Ed Hardy had to tell black people he ain't want them in their stuff. Tommy Hilfiger all the time, and you niggas still bought it and flocked to it, bro. Go in them high-end stores and they follow you niggas around, don't want y'all there, and y'all just complain and go right back. Soon as it's a black-owned business, come on, man, we from the neighborhood, bro. We ain't got nobody supporting us. We ain't got nobody investing no money and stuff in this and no business plan, no stuff like that. Not saying me, but I'm just saying, period, we don't have friends and relatives with hundreds of $1,000s to invest. So of course the product gonna be a little different and the customer service ain't gonna be where's it at because you ain't got no employees. You selling the merchandise, you counting the money, you press it. Man, it's a lot on you when you starting off a business. And had this man use his platform to tear that down, that's the lamest stuff in the world. But then we would go to a Chinese restaurant, they don't speak English, it stink, it might be dogs, you eat everything. And nobody don't say nothing about that, but you go right back. Man, man, that stuff lame. And y'all jump right on board just cause y'all hate on black people who trying. And y'all jump right on board and agree with that lame, bro. For real. That's the problem. That's the problem. And then he getting all, I'm black, yo. Man, shut up with the black stuff. Go buy some black product, bro. Go support a black business. Oh, Kendrick Lamar message at the Super Bowl. Man, fuck them subliminal messages, my nigga. Ain't no revolution ever. No. The revolution is now on TV. What revolution, nigga? What revolution? The subliminal. What revolution has ever been subliminal, man? When America wanted to separate from Great Britain, nigga, they went to war, bro. They went to war and died about it and got their stuff. When the South wanted to separate from the North, a civil war happened. When Cuba overthrew their government, Fidel Castro, the revolution, they went to war. What the fuck is Kendrick Lamar talking about? This is a revolution. If you want to do a revolution, use that Super Bowl platform to you wear a black-owned t-shirt from Compton, my nigga, instead of them gay European bell bottoms you wore. But y'all jump right on that. Y'all jump right on that, bro. For real, man. Man, niggas talk black, bro, and it's just all a publicity stunt. It's all to get y'all money. They ain't gonna support not one black-owned business. Man, that man came home and just spit in everybody's face who helped you get to where you got to. Man, that was so disrespectful when y'all just cheer that dumb shit on, man. I ain't feel that. That's why I don't trust. Sorry, I'm on my word fast again. Keep messing up. If y'all hear me cuss, what up, Saran? Man, I thought that was foul. I thought that was weak. Man, I thought that was weak. Man, like I be telling my family, I be on Belmont right now, man. Y'all corny, bro. Y'all, why y'all bragging about everybody else food? I'm telling my family this, like you lame. You need to unlame yourself, you ball of corn. They dick ride all these restaurants. Oh man, they're fish off the hook. Nigga, Tiffany got a restaurant that sell good fish. Go support her. Why is y'all just ride past her to go to somebody else, you cornball, bro? Like, damn. Man. Like Travell, she do my braids and like, why would I go to somebody else and my cousin, bro? Like, what? Like, what? Like, stop it, man. Like, why would I go buy a shirt and my homeboy make shirts and stuff like that? But no, you gonna go to your people try to get it for free, and that's why we can't never build a business and it stay like that because you niggas think it should be free from a black person. Man, stop it, bro. And that's my thoughts on Wallo. Talking about he ain't got to support a business because it's black. Man, okay, another. I got these inboxes. Everybody said, "What you think about Gates and LeBron wife? Don't look at him like that. Like them white women look at him and all that. Like, I keep telling y'all, when men fight with their sexuality, they come out with all this weirdo stuff, all that like, mental health, man. It's all it be, bro. Same thing with Kanye West, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. Scripture teaches us. I ain't gonna like dissect it. I might just dissect with it. It's a war going on, bro. But the war is not physical, it's a spiritual war going on. The weapons ain't bombs, the weapon it is a war for your mind, it's a war for your soul. And Satan always like this is controversial. I know y'all gonna say this. We always say crack was the downfall of the black community. And a lot of it agree. I agree. I think rap music was a bigger detriment to the black community than crack, my nigga. Rap music was a bigger detrimental to black people than crack. I'm dead serious. Cause crack affected drug addicts. Rap music affect our kids and won't let our grown men grow up and like for real. Like all this killing and smoking on dead ops and all that. That's the Chicago drill music hit the world. Gangs hit the world when Colors and NWA and all that stuff took off. And but anyway, Satan is after our family. Satan is after the household. And so you see a black man with a black woman and raising black kids. One of them went professional in his profession. And you got this demonic homosexual bro talking about a white woman to look at you different. Man, so you want this man to leave his household and leave his children listening to your weirdo self, bro? Man, ain't nothing but Satan, bro. Ain't nothing but Satan, bro. Ain't nothing but Satan. Satan is after the household. That's why that agenda is being pushed. That's why that agenda is being pushed, not only from rappers, not only from the culture, but from politicians and everything. Man, I was just talking about Tiffany. My cousin Tiffany just walked in, right? And so, you know who Wallo is?
Rollo?
Yeah,
Rollo?
Wallo for $1 million worth of game. They'll be, uh. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna that's my cousin Tiffany. Hey, come here, Tiffany. Say hi to the camera, Tiffany.
What's up?
All right, all right. So Wallo for $1 million worth of game was talking about he ain't got to support a business because it's black and all that. Like he gonna support the quality and all this. Wallo was a multi-millionaire and all this, right? And I was like, I think it's wrong because I lived around Mexicans, Africans, and all that. Nigga, they gonna go to the Mexican people, they gonna go buy that taco with no lettuce. They buying dead roses from the Mexicans in the streets until their business get up. They not going to Leroy. They not going to soul food restaurants. They gonna support that business till it get to where they support their own, right? And so I was talking about, yeah, so we on the block. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So we on Belmont yesterday, right? And these niggas talking about, oh man, you gotta go over there for the fish and all this. I said, man, y'all niggas is busters, bro. Y'all shouting out everybody business and Tiffany got a restaurant right there and y'all over here D-riding. You know what I'm saying? That's so lame to me. And only black people do stuff like that. You get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, but it is what it
It
is.
is. That's what it is. But that's it, though.
Yeah, but I think my food speak for itself, so.
No, but I'm saying, why these niggas, like, but what I'm saying is, I don't know. It's just a slave mindset, though. Like, yo, people would do that, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's all.
Yeah, it's been like that for many years.
And if y'all ever in the Toledo area and y'all want some soul food, make sure y'all go to Soul Grub's Kitchen inside the Classic Lounge. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. But yeah, scripture teaches we in the war, but the war ain't got nothing to do with flesh. The war ain't got nothing to do with bombs fighting. It's a spiritual war, and Satan is after the family. Because if you got a good father, a good mom in the house, you have a good household, right? And if you have a whole bunch of good households on one block, you're gonna have a good block. If you have good blocks with good households, you have a great community, great city. If you have a city full of great two-parent households who love their children, you have a great state. You have a great state, you have a great country. And if you have a great country like that, you have a great world. So it's Satan's job to divide the families. Because if I could get the family divided, I could get the people divided. And so it's a strategic attack against God. And so he worked through rappers pushing fuck bitches, get money, and I don't need a nigga. A nigga just eat my ass crack and girl on girl. Like it's just it's a demonic attack, bro. It's a demonic attack. Politicians pushing it to my gay brothers, like just push man on man in the household, girl. And so it's to divide the household. And so for Kevin Gates to say that against LeBron James, a man with a woman, bro, raising quality children, bro, and you get on there and say you should leave her because white women look at you more, man, that is the most demonic thing in the world, man. For real, that's the most demonic, just a devil, bro. That is the most demonic stuff in the world. And guess what, man? A lot of people cheer that stuff on, like, yeah, I feel him, bro. Man, come on, bro, man. Satan works through people, bro. And rap music, Satan uses rappers, bro. I'm dead. Rappers right now does more effect on the black community negative than the Ku Klux Klan ever did. I could name you 200 black people I grew with who got gunned down, and not one of them was by a Klans member, bro. And damn near everybody who did drive, who was killing them, was listening to rap music before they did it, my nigga. Oh, I gotta go because I said I was on. How many? I've been on here 30 minutes. Damn. Oh, my Detroit Pistons. My Detroit Pistons, man. If y'all watch the Pistons game, man, the New York Knicks did everything under the sun with the officiating to cheat my Pistons, but we pulled through. So shout out to my Detroit basketball Pistons. The Pistons win again. And so I gotta go. If y'all I'm about to go on Belmont and I'm about to set up with the Southside shirts. And so I'll be on Belmont to 3 o'clock. So come through and get your Southside shirts, and I'm out.